Welcome back, everyone, for another show of Talk Derby to Me with 10 Gauge Rachel Rage. I have an exciting lineup for you tonight. I have refs from Monster and El Mustachio from the V-Town Derby Dames. Yay! Then I'm going to have them in the hot seat. And then also I'm going to have one of my sponsors here, Cookie Tanney from KodiakSafes.com. So let's get this party started. All right. I don't know what happened to my music, but that's okay. All right, in the hot seat right here, I have Cookie Tanney from KodiakSafes.com. Welcome, Cookie, and thank you for coming on my show again.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you for being a sponsor for 10 Gauge Rachel Rage.
Of course, I love it.
Let us know, what is Kodiak Safes?
Well, basically, we're a safe manufacturing company. We're 100% American made, and we are in downtown Fresno. Couple differences about our safes and the average safe is we use a 1/4-inch steel, so it's going to be a lot heavier. We fabricate it, like I said, all in shop, and they're completely customizable, so you can have hot pink, purple, blue, whatever you desire. Mm-hmm. And then your interior can be designed to fit your gun needs as well. And it doesn't have to be just guns. We do safes for jewelry and documents and stuff like that of all different sizes.
Now, do you have more of women purchasing orders or men, or is it a combination?
It's a combination. We've been in business about 10 years, and in the past 2 years I finally decided it was time to make some that were more oriented to women, because, I mean, let's be serious, we have guns too.
Yes. And
this is an item that you're going to have for, 10, 20 years. So I figured, why make them they don't have to be just forest green or gray. Let's make it kind of a conversation piece, because it is going to sit in your house and take up room, so they might as well look good.
I've seen a few of them that you have, and one was pink it was like bling. It had, and then pink camo, and a bunch of different other type of styles that you have.
I just kind of go the extra step, and I'll rhinestone the dial. The one I designed for myself has a leopard interior. I mean, just little things that, you really don't pay attention to as far as a gun safe is concerned. You just buy it in all black. I have the capability to kind of make it your own.
Now, there are different sizes, different prices. I know that they're heavy duty because I've seen one of them, and it was like one of those old school, like Wells Fargo.
Yeah, right? Those ones have
Those are heavy duty.
That's what we kind of were going after. They used to make safes and they would fill the walls with cement. Obviously, those didn't go very far. They came with wheels, which is so pointless because you couldn't push the thing if you tried. But some of our biggest safe is going to come in at about 2,000 pounds. So, that's going to be like 6 foot tall, 5 feet wide. But they can come as small as a 20 by 20 that you could stick in your closet. Now, that size is still going to weigh about 350 pounds. So these aren't, little safes that are manufactured, outside the United States, where they make them real light and they're more affordable. But if you can carry it out of the store, I can carry it out of your house. So, you kind of want to go for a more expensive, heavy-duty safe to keep all your valuables safe.
And what, besides metal, a lock? How do you make that? I mean, being a female, because on my show we empower women, empowering women. You don't see many women make safes.
Right.
That's really amazing.
I had majored in metal art back in college, and so I kind of knew my way around a shop, and I've been in a family machine shop for the past 8 years. So once I decided I kind of wanted to make this company my own and reinvent it, I just learned it from the ground up. And you'd be surprised how something starts as just a sheet of metal, and then we end up with a safe. But I really took the time to learn it piece by piece. And it's fun for me to be out there with, a bunch of the guys and to tell them what they did wrong. And so it's exciting. I really enjoy doing it. And I like being able to customize them because I can get creative and use my art background and not just sell a plain old safe.
And that's great that you're able to use your degree and what you went or you learned.
Yeah.
And along the way, and until something is, you found that is your passion.
Right.
Now, how many employees do you have?
We have 22 employees. 5 of them are designated just to doing safes. So our turnaround time on a custom one is about 2 to 3 weeks. And that's actually pretty fast. Depending if you do a really large one or extravagant, then it'll probably take me a little longer. But That's generally our turnaround time, and like I said, the 5 are solely working on the safes. The other ones fabricate little parts, and it's surprising to see how many little things make up the final project. But everybody's a team player in the shop, and we get it done quickly.
You have like I said, a range of different types of safes. What is your most interesting one that was customized that you thought that was either interesting or fascinating?
Well, I guess it'd be the one I made for myself.
The leopard print one.
Yeah.
That was a nice one.
Yeah, I went like a step further, and you can install lighting and stuff, based on whatever you're looking for. So in mine, I use an LED lighting system that has a remote, and you can change it different colors. And it has a strobe, so it's kind of pointless, but I mean, why not?
So it's like a party in the
yeah,
safe.
Every time you look at it, you're like, party.
That's kind of cool.
It's kind of exciting. I took it down to the Ag Expo that we were at last week, and it was a showstopper.
Really?
Yeah, even the guys were stopping. It's a pink and purple safe. Everybody was like, oh, well, they didn't want to admit that they liked it, but it is cool.
Because most safes we see are gray, black, steel, bronze.
Right. And I just finished coming out with a line of doing camo. So it's a camo wrap, and we do our own version. So it's like not a real tree or what you see like in stores, but it's pretty similar, and it's a new thing. No one's ever, I don't think, wrapped a safe before. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's always good to, even though add a little flavor to it, and a little different style, which makes everything out there different, and people you'll track something. That's a product that's different, and that's what people like.
Absolutely.
And being a female and, female owner and creator and inventor of these things, this is amazing, and I thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you for coming on my show. Let everyone know where they can find some safes at.
It's KodiakSafes.com. That's actually launching March 1st with all of our new merchandise. And then we'll be out in Reno August 14th, 15th, and 16th at it's called the Big Gun Show. So.
All right. 10 Gauge Rates of Rage. We'll be there. All right, we'll be right back after this commercial with the V-Town refs. Woo!
This segment brought to you by Mirelis Wellness Dental. For your personalized and comfortable dental care, visit Dr. Mirelis.
In 1985, Larry Korth set out to help his friends, family, and community find affordable ways to buy a home or a business property. 30 years later, Mid-Valley Financial is the premier mortgage banker in the Central Valley. The professional staff at Mid-Valley will find the best mortgage products for your family. Mid-Valley Financial takes great pride in being the Central Valley's local lender. Visit us at midvalleyfinancial.com.
For all of your real estate needs, call Mike Briggs Properties, 559-486-6758, or check us out at MikeBriggsProperties.com.
Are you currently shopping for solar? Give Solar Negotiators a call. You see, what they do is they fill downtime at a reduced rate to make sure that you always get the best deal. Don't find out later that you could have bought your solar for thousands of dollars less. Call Solar Negotiators.
If you're looking to go solar with confidence and have someone represent you in this transaction, give Solar Negotiators a call at 844-OWN-SOLAR or visit solarnegotiators.com.
The Simonian family has been farming in the valley for 3 generations. Cold weather, drought, or accidents made ag investments risky. In 1951, C.D. Simonian started his own insurance agency to protect valley farmers from the uncertainty of the unknown. For your agricultural insurance needs, call C.D. Simonian Insurance Agency at 559-834-5333 or visit us on the web at cdsimonianinsurance.com.
You have sleep questions? Mattress Land Sleep Fit has real answers. I feel like people need a map to find their way around some mattress stores.
No, what people actually need is BedFit. It's a diagnostic system that maps your body for you. It measures your height, your weight, your distribution of weight. It actually measures your lumbar curve and how flexible that is, along with a little bit of pain questions, and we're going to find the right fit for you.
The right fit for me?
The right fit for you.
I shouldn't have bought that GPS.
Yeah, it was probably a bad move on your part.
Mattress Land Sleep Fit. The right bed, the right experience, the right price.
You can advertise your business, your product, or your event on Central Valley Talk, the Valley's only internet television station. Several of our programs are also picked up on dish and cable networks. For the best advertising dollar, call Central Valley Talk at 579-1360.
Viewers of Central Valley Talk, what is your home worth? The experienced agents of Mike Briggs Properties are offering a free property valuation if you mention Central Valley Talk. Find the value of your property for free. Call Mike Briggs Properties at 486-6758. Mention Central Valley Talk. Mike Briggs Properties, 486-6758.
CentralValleyTalk.com.
Thank you. Welcome back in the hot seat. Here with Talk Derby to Me, I have El Mustachio and I have Monster from the V-Town Derby Dame Referee League. All right, let's get this party started. You ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Both of you are refs for the V-Town Derby Dames, or V-Town Roller Derby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how long have you been a ref?
I've been with the team for going on 5 years. This year will be 5 years, but I've been repping for about 4.5.
And how about you?
I've probably been a part of the team for about 2 years now. I kind of jumped in reffing as soon as I found out about them.
Did you know how to skate when you first started?
It had been probably 10 to 15 years since the last time I skated, so I was a little wobbly on my feet when I first got out there, but just lots of practice and being out on the rink 2 or 3 times a week definitely helped.
And how about you?
I look like Bambi on ice.
So did I. Don't.
No, it took some time, but I mean that goes for all the skaters, anyone.
Yes.
You know.
Learning a new sport, the rules. You know, the book is thick.
The book is really thick. I think the first set of rules that I had to learn when we started being refs, I think it was like 60 pages, that first set, and they keep changing it almost once a year. So
Yes, they change it in every January 1st, right? Every January 1st there's something new, like cutting on the track. WIFTA, which is Women's Flat Track Roller Derby. You can find the rules of roller derby at wifta.com. Also, one of the new rules that have been implemented is cutting the track. The cutting the track one with 1 foot in and the other one out of bounds and inbounds. Can you explain a little bit more about that?
So first off, cutting the track means you get hit out of bounds, and when you come in, if you jump in front of that person and gain better position than them, then you're considered a cut. So you have to go behind them. And the new rule says that if you get taken out and you accidentally flip and 1 foot goes in, but the other one is either standing up or out of bounds, you have the ability to correct your mistake, go back out, and go behind the person. So that wasn't there before, so that's new.
Yeah, that is a new one. Because I was called on that on practice the other day, and matter of fact, there's Monster who called me out on it. But that's okay, because you make me a better skater. And you guys, if it wasn't for you guys being there, we would. I mean, you guys help us become better skaters, to keep us aware of our mistakes and practice them. What are some do's and don'ts that you like about reffing a game? I know refs have a lot because, you know, us derby skaters have a lot too. What are some like?
We have to have thick skin for sure. So a big, I guess, not so much downfall, but what makes it difficult is obviously when we make a cut, whether it's right or wrong, the skater's not going to like it. So we get cussed at, we get yelled at, and
there's definitely a lot of people that don't. They understand why we do what we do as referees, but they don't like the calls that we make, and they constantly try and fight us on it. They're like, well, I didn't do that because I was actually doing this. And it's like, you just kind of have to go with it. You just have to take the call, serve the penalty time, and then come back on the track and prove them wrong the next time.
Yeah, that is, I see that a lot, and I look at other skaters, and even all-star skaters, some of them, it just depends on who it is. And some of us accept it, go to the penalty box, and like, okay, what did I do? What did I do?
Right.
And then
sometimes the adrenaline takes over.
Yeah, And you may catch something, and we are just like playing, you know.
Right. You don't realize it. You don't realize that an elbow just hit somebody in the eye.
Correct. Who elbowed who? Okay. Oops. Sorry. I guess you did. You know, you just don't know that. Or cutting when you think you're on the line, and then you're on the other side, and you see, oh, she did go out of bounds, or she tried to jump the apex, and no, that was a serious cut. So, what are some good things about derby skaters that you see people being team players? Or
I think one of the things that I was surprised about the most after becoming a ref was like when the girls get on the track for about like they're essentially enemies for that 2-hour time period, and then as soon as the bout's over, they're buying each other drinks and like everybody's friends again. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they can stay so close even despite who won, who lost, it doesn't really matter, but they can still get together and say, you know what, that was a great hit that you did in the first bout or something.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything that, any positive, any strengths that you have gained from roller derby?
I think temper-wise for me, I mean, I've always
had
quite a bit of a temper, and just having that position of having all the attention on me and the negative, I've learned to cope with that a little better.
When people are like, derby skaters are yelling at you, like,
or coaches,
that wasn't me.
Coaches and the whole entire audience. Yeah. Usually it's half of the audience is one team, half is the other, and I have half of them just fingers up, hands up.
Or when booed,
difficult.
Bad call. There's a lot of booers. Okay.
I get a lot of go home refs.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. So I mean that helps us in every day-to-day life stuff. You know.
How about how many people did you know anybody in roller derby before you even joined as a ref?
I did not. I didn't even know what roller derby was.
How did you find it?
A friend of mine called and said, I'm at a roller derby bout. It's totally up your alley. Come watch. And so I went, and I met a few girls that day. And from there on, they couldn't get rid of me. So.
How about you?
I knew what roller derby was, but I'm not originally from the Central Valley. I came from Southern California. So when I heard that there was roller derby in this area, I decided to go and watch one of the bouts. It was a V-Town team. I don't remember who they were playing, but from then on, I don't remember. I think it was Monster that I pulled aside and I said, how do I become a referee? I want to be a part of this, because it was like she
awesome.
said, it was, yeah, it's awesome. It's right up our alley, and we get to skate and have some like a fun time, and the girls are all like family to us too.
I think that's interesting. Attracts people to roller derby. It's from people all walks of life and different ages. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have a size. There's no typical ideal person of roller derby, because you have women from all sizes, all ages, all types of background, all educations, and how does that feel being in a women dominant sport? Because women, we don't have a actual dominant sport besides roller derby. Roller derby is our own. How do you feel being
It's great. What's there to complain
You're
about?
like,
I'm surrounded
yeah!
by like 40 very good-looking ladies that are aggressive and just trying to fight to be that top spot.
Absolutely.
It's a very fun experience. Even at the practices, it's all fun and games, but it's still family, and it's a great time.
Now, Monster, being a female, and I usually have a lot of male friends, because I'm not usually around a lot of females. So how is it coming into a group of women? Because that was changing for me too.
No, I've always had male friends. I just get along better with them. And now I have 40 plus female friends. And it's different, but it's great. It's more of a family, really.
Mm-hmm.
So these girls are awesome, and I love them all.
And how long do you think that you'll be continuing to ref?
Well, I'm trying to pass the torch on to this guy. I don't know, a few years. I mean, I enjoy it a lot, but it does take a lot out of somebody.
It does.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know, we'll see.
it's a lot of commitment to multiple times a night, plus all of the bouts that we have. Like we have a home bout every other month in Visalia, and then if we're able to, we have the away bouts as well. So it takes a lot of time, and as well as a lot of time away from your family. So it's difficult, but I definitely think I'm going to be sticking around for a little while.
And how do now you're outside of roller derby relationships? Does it affect because some people, like I remember one time when I was in a relationship, that person wasn't very supportive of me and roller derby, which made it really, really hard and made me feel guilty of something that I loved to do and had a passion for.
And I see that all the time.
Yes, it happens all the time.
Fortunately for me, my partner is on the team. So when she's
and what
there,
is her
I'm
name?
there. Her name is Lady Rage.
Hi, Lady Rage.
Everybody. So when she's there, I'm there. Game days, we're there. We support each other. Kids like it. So for our family, it works well.
That's
for
great.
this guy's family, it works well.
I'm also fortunate to be in a relationship with one of the Derby girls from B-Town. So it's something that we get to do together.
Yes, absolutely. Travel together. Make a trip out of it. Okay, if we have to be in Santa Maria.
I guess we'll have to go.
I guess, twist my arm.
It sounds horrible, but I guess we'll do a full weekend.
Yeah. And then hit a couple of restaurants on the way from the beach, huh?
Absolutely.
Right? What do you do besides roller derby? You're outside, do you have your outside job? What's your real life job?
I recently just graduated as a vet tech.
Oh.
So that's I'm trying to find myself there right now. But it's basically been school, work, derby. That's my life. Really. I don't have any other hobbies besides roller derby.
How about you?
I work as a funeral director and embalmer in Dinuba. I also am part of the Fresno Beard and Mustache Club. And I also have 2 side businesses that I work on. I make my own mustache wax, and then my fiance and I have a company called Calaveras y Diablitos, and we do a lot of like kitschy, like one-off like items. So
like Day of the Dead stuff.
Lots of Day of the Dead
like that.
stuff. Lots of like Aztec, Mexican like imagery. We do everything from like keychains to headbands and pretty much anything in between.
Oh, that's awesome. I got to have you two back on to let me know a little bit about that so we can get it out there into the derby world. Also, how's roller derby with your children? Are your children involved in roller derby? Because B-Town also has a junior league.
Right.
Do you guys also ref for them too?
Here and there. Yeah.
Okay.
Occasionally they'll ask us to come out, but the number of home bouts they do is a lot less than the adult girls, so it's a lot of traveling. So sometimes we're not able to. I have a 10-year-old, and he's not a part of the team. He really doesn't pull his head out of his little video game system. So he comes with us to the derby bouts. He comes with us to practices, but he has no idea what's going on.
He's like glued to this.
Absolutely.
Now, with the constant rule changing of women's flat track roller derby, there's so much from, let me see. The changes that are ongoing constantly from the jammer line, lining up. What is you see people that constantly changing. How does that affect as a ref? I mean, I know you guys also has to be constantly on your toes about the rules, because there are some times where, like, when someone has been out of practice for a while or an off injury, and then they come back and they're like, wait a minute, I didn't even know that happened.
Right. Well, I mean, there's constantly stuff changing. We ask the girls to also read up on rules. It's good for them to know things and to read it, not just play it. And a lot of girls do. So as far as what we're doing with them, we're pretty much always on the same page. But it is a little difficult every year for us going in. So we usually during practice will sit down and we'll discuss things that have changed, the way we're going to see things, the way we're going to call things. And, I mean, just kind of go from there.
As a ref, how do you contribute to the league besides, we, as a derby skater, we see you guys blowing whistles? How is that? How do you contribute? Do you feel like, because it's easy for, like, I see some refs and other teams, they blow the whistle, and I notice a difference in our league, that when you guys blow the whistle, you guys explain what just happened, and I like that.
I think we try and, we're not just trying to blow the whistle to say you did something wrong, go to the box, and then come back on the track later. We want you guys to know what you're doing wrong, because that way you can play better at the next bout to the next team that you come across. So, I mean, it's not just a learning experience for us, because I think it also helps when we explain it to you guys. It's helping to reinforce it in our mind too, because the rules are constantly changing. So it kind of goes both ways.
Well, thank you for coming on my show, and I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to guys have you back, and I'd love to have you and Golly back about your business.
Sure.
I'd love to talk about that. All right, we're gonna get ready to close up the show, and I have a few fresh meat tips here for you. Things that you can do on skates that will make you a better roller derby skater. All right, outdoor skating, okay? Which is, and now another popular one is skate parks.
Okay.
Skate parks is really getting popular right now. The Chicks and Bowls. That's really popular. Chicks and Bowls everywhere. And when they say Chicks and Bowls, it's something that I haven't accomplished yet is those little bowls. I do like baby bowls. Just go like that.
Yeah.
Okay, speed skating, which is always great for endurance. And that's not just for skaters, but refs too. The jam ref.
Yeah. Jam ref and outside pack refs.
Yeah.
Correct. And jam and artistic skating, roller hockey. Okay. But our team, we play broom hockey, which is really awesome and a lot of fun. Okay, and then workout on skates. Your skates are like weights.
Yeah.
So do workouts with squats, lifts. We do a lot of that on and off at the end where we stretch it out. So we stretch out with our skates on sometimes. And then if you have the ability to skate in your house and do your housework in the skates, go for it. Just do it anywhere on skates, okay? The more practice you get, the better that you will be. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. I'd like to thank my guest, Town Derby Dame refs, and also Cookie Tanney from Kodiak Safes, and Rude Chicks for providing our shirts for our audience. Thank you so much, and we'll be back next week with the Rockabilly Mafia dolls. And also, if you can't play nice, play roller derby. We'll see you back next week.
This segment brought to you by Amdel In-Home Care. If you have a family member who needs a little assistance or full-time care, contact Amdel In-Home Care.
Can't find a copier or printer that fits your needs? Are the costs for printing just too high? A+ Business Systems focuses on what you need. A+ Business Systems will reduce downtime with automated alerts via email, notifying us when your printer is low on supplies, all for low, affordable monthly costs. Have you ever had a desk looking like this? A+ Business Systems will set up paperless office electronic document management software where you store every important document. With A+, there's no worry about digging through archived documents. Our electronic filing system provides the speed and efficiency to search and retrieve documents to meet the demands of modern-day businesses. Learn more about A+ Business Systems, software, services, and more at apluscopiers.net or call us at 559-442-3564.
Black MP makes up for nutrients lost to filtering, pasteurization, and processing, and it provides the probiotics and humic and fulvic minerals that can lead to optimized functioning of all the body's cells and systems, increased energy levels, and overall enhanced health and well-being. A scoop of Black MP in 16 ounces of water once or twice a day can help you achieve your health and performance goals. For more information, go to our website, blackmp.net, or call us at 559-799-9879.
You enter this door with expired tags. Beyond is another dimension, a dimension of regulations, a dimension of long waits. You have reached the registration zone. What looks like an ordinary shop is actually Mitchell's Smog, located in the heart of the Tower District, a few minutes from the DMV. Mitchell's Smog offers your vehicle a STAR-certified smog inspection. So remember Mitchell's Smog when you need to pass through the registration zone.
CentralValleyTalk.com